Hey, I put my heart in this box. They be like, y'all niggas stop it. We swap our card and they rob us. These promoters and sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop. I'm speaking for the fans when I say they offended me. Really, y'all part of the problem. Blinded by hate, you don't see the real enemy. You motherfuckers be tempting me. Don't like your energy, you think you pimping me. Been fight for 500 centuries, no penitentiaries. I'm smoking plenty weed. I don't need no sympathy. Errol, Spence versus Crawford gon' be all the time. Regardless of who win or lose, they still gon' be in the Hall of Fame. So I ain't even in my feelings. Regardless of the rain, I'm chillin'. Numb to the pain, no feeling. Can't do the same, though dealing. Well, get it, but I ain't no villain. Lost my top, so it ain't no ceiling. Ryan versus Tank is a fight I'm not feeling. Cause we already know that Tank gon' kill him. I wanna see Tank versus Devin Haney. Even Frank Martin. What about Shakur? Boxing is not a sport that we can afford. Cause we know that rich people rob the poor. This I cannot ignore. I've never been shy before. This pain is burning inside. When my people died, it's just like a hunter who shot a boy. Damn, I put my heart in this boxing. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swap our card and they rob us. These promoters is sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop us. Speaking for the fans when I say they offended me. But really, y'all part of the problem. Blinded by hate, you don't see the real enemy.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Sorry, man. Shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. By the way, man, because I got this bad too, man. Sometimes I get to looking at videos and I forget, man, smash that like button if you haven't already, man. Subscribe to the channel. And when you do, hit the bell icon, it will notify you when I drop more content, man. Because we dropping them and we back in the kitchen. It's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. First and foremost, I gotta make a few things clear. For one, I've mentioned this before. I'm not the most accurate channel. Also, I try to keep things. I try to be consistent with my judgment and what I say. Sometimes I may fail to do that. Boxing is a very passionate sport. It's a very emotional sport. It's a sport that it'll have you in your feelings. So I'm in my feelings a lot when it comes to boxing. So sometimes I'm not as accurate because I guess my feelings get in the way. But I'm gonna be as accurate as I can. But I will say this. When it comes to Spence versus Crawford, I've been as consistent. I've been as accurate as I possibly can. When it comes to Ryan versus Tank, I've been as accurate and consistent. I've said the same thing over and over. By the way, man, shout out to this dude, man. He said some shit in this video, man, about, when he said Oscar Valdez picked Ryan as the winner. Which, shout out to you for staying on code, pimping. I wish every black, it's only a few, and Spence is one of them. Wilder, and Gary Russell Jr. It's only a few black fighters that I always go with the black fighter. I got to give you a lot of Spence, credit. Spence. I don't give you no credit for that. But yeah, Spence always go for the black fighter. Always. But yeah, this dude was mentioning how that Oscar Valdez said, Ryan got fast hands and power. I got to be honest. I noticed there's been a pattern lately. And I won't stay on this long, so I know you motherfuckers think this is not no Tank and Ryan video. I'm finna get straight to Spence, but I want to explain something. Shout out to Just Dude. You made a very great point. It's a lot of fighters got speed and power. You know, it's amazing that everybody I've ever heard, when you ask them about Ryan versus Tank, well, Tank got the ring IQ, he got the skills, he got it all. Well, Ryan got fast hands and he got power. It's a lot of fighters that got fast. That's y'all chances of him winning. No, nobody ever says Ryan has a high ring IQ. Nobody ever say he got good defense. Nobody ever say he don't get hit much. But anyway, that's just another point to show you that is not a 50-50 fight. But shout out to y'all. Y'all will make that fight happen, and you will put Golden Boy Promotions back in the game. But Errol Spence Jr. has proven himself to be the truth. Got to make a slight correction. It ain't even a correction. I said that I almost trust Spence. I said Wilder the only fighter I trust. Him and women's boxing. All the women in boxing, I trust them because I know they're gonna fight the best. But Spence, I said because this shit with PBC and Showtime, I was thinking they might urge him to don't even go after the Bud fight no more. And that was what I was going on, and I was like, man, they getting them on this Keith Thurman shit and fight maybe Virgil or something. They trying to get him, just don't even entertain the Bud fight to get him off that. In my opinion, that's what they've been trying to do. Well, reports have come out that it's been a little, behind the scenes action with Bud and Spence. And I got to tip my hat to you, bro. I got to tip my hat because I got to be honest, bro. The last thing I wanted you to do, and I know a lot of people said, Spence, man, just leave that fight alone, bro. Bud don't want it. Leave that fight alone. Nah, bro. Bud want that smoke. It ain't nothing unless it come out that Bud turned down the Bud want that fight, bro. And Spence just showed me, yeah, I still want it, bro. Yeah, the negotiations didn't go well, but I still want this fight. This is a legacy fight. Legacy. Man, I'm just glad you didn't give up on the fight, man. Glad you didn't give up, and I'm glad that y'all talking because this is how it should have been going because both of y'all are big enough names to where y'all can pretty much handle most of the shit and they can just type up the paperwork. But y'all are both in agreement. There's no way Spence and Bud are on the phone behind the scenes and one of them don't want the fight. They wouldn't waste their time talking to one another. So I just want to stop the duck talk. I don't think nobody ducking. I'm going to say this, though. I got to say this. Yeah, I do. And you know what? And I've been vouching for. Only thing I've been taking up for Bud for is that I done seen the respect Ryan been getting. It's just like somebody who got no documentation, no proven numbers that you can go off to say that this fight is going to sell this. Bud has numbers that you can document. Ryan ain't even made it to the league of having numbers. Like I said, Mario Barrios is a bigger name. But anyway, Bud is very hard to deal with. I do. I think he's stubborn. I think Bud's stubborn and shit. But I gotta counter that with this. Bud was hard to deal with. I believe that. I think he had a lot of shit, stipulations and shit. But it ain't no way you can convince me. There's nothing nobody can say to convince me that Bud is harder to deal with than Oscar. We ain't even gonna talk about Ryan. But just Oscar. Without Ryan, because Ryan hard to deal with by himself. But Oscar, you mean to tell me Bud was harder to deal with than Oscar? That's bullshit. These motherfuckers was capping so hard. They was trying to get this shit announced at the Super Bowl and capping. And Tank done twisted his ankle and came back and tried to prove it ain't. So the fight can... Bro, hopes is high, spirits is high. Y'all gonna get the fight, bro. I am very confident that we gonna get Ryan versus Tank. So this is not even about that. But yeah, y'all going out the way. Y'all doing whatever you can. You can try to blow this shit up to be whatever the fuck you want it to be. But in reality, real boxing fans know. This shit ain't what you motherfuckers trying to promote it to be, bro. This is not Oscar De La Hoya versus Floyd, bro. This ain't no shit. This ain't even Oscar De La Hoya versus Ike Quartet. Yeah, it might be a little lower level than that fight. So you motherfuckers can stop that cap. But anyway, gotta talk about this, bro. I'm hearing that Wilder is talking about leaving the PBC. Don't know all the details. Whether it's true or not, I'm not here to say that, but I will say this. I think some shit going on. Wilder might be talking to Joshua behind the scenes. And Wilder's such a boss, he'll go do a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Fight Dylan White and fight Joshua. He'll do it. Yeah, like a $50 million, something like that. Maybe even more than $50 million. But it'll be a big check. And I see him doing that. And also, I think he see a lot of shit that Al doing. And he don't want to be under that. I think he want to be where he can fight whatever network he want. I don't think he want to really be signed at PBC and Showtime like that. I got to be honest, y'all trying to add and go to another network and shit like that, it kind of shows that your funds are a little suspect, pimping. The money ain't quite there like we thought it was. You motherfuckers been capping too, just like Oscar have. But I got to tell you this, though. Y'all are bigger than Oscar. But I think Bob run the whole show. Yeah, you motherfuckers ain't bigger than Top Rank. But anyway. Now, Spence, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say this. This fight may have it might not be on PBC or Showtime. It may have to be with another network, bro. Spence may have to leave his network just to make the Bud fight. And I think he would do it. I just don't know what kind of deal he in. I don't know how long he signed or if he can go to another promotion. But I'm telling you, PBC and Showtime is not thrilled to make this fight. They're more thrilled to make Ryan versus Tank. They more thrilled to make Jose Benavidez. That's more thrilling than Terrence Crawford. For some reasons, for some strange reason that we all know but we don't say, PBC and Showtime have never showed excitement. They've never promoted it on their network. When Bud was with Top Rank, they never even mentioned Bud's name. When Spence would fight, they never showed highlights of Bud. They never tried to attach Bud's name to Spence. Never done it, bro. Never done it. They never, bro, imagine the promotion. Just during the negotiations, they could have been doing so much promotion to where the whole world is just really, really waiting because this is the kind of skills you got in the ring. It's top level. You talk, these dudes, in my opinion, I think these Bud and Spence are top 3 pound for pound. Both of them are in the top 3, at least top 5. You got to have them in your top 5, both of them. But I got them in my top 3. I could put both of them in my top 3. This that kind of fight, man. I'm just glad that Spence, that motherfucker, I'm telling you, he want that smoke. He want that smoke. And these dudes talking, bro. These dudes talking, and they men at the end of the day. They men. And salute to you, Spence, for one. I'm going to tell you some real shit. It ain't that he just want Bud neck, because he want his neck. Spence a real one. He want to break bread, too. Yeah, he want to break bread. He want to do it for the culture. Yeah, that's what he really want to do. Like I said, Spence is one of the very few fighters who always go with the black fighter. Like you supposed to do. Most black fighters don't, bro. Most of them motherfuckers try to be fair. Well, you know, I mean, Slavaskit, he does have a good jab. I mean, you know, they always try to be fair and shit. But shout out to you, Spence, man. Whether you be able to get this done or not, you talking to Bud behind the scenes, it lets me know. I said in my last, I said, Spence, at least just shoot a hint out there, bro, that you really don't want this key. That was the hint. If he's talking to Bud behind the scenes, he's letting you know, bro, I don't give a fuck about this Keith Thurman fight. PBC want this. Al and Espinoza want this shit. Errol has never came out and said he want Keith Thurman ever since that shit. Keith Thurman started having all these injuries. Spencer said, I won't fight you. So with you talking to Bud behind the scenes, it lets me know that's the fight you still want. That's the fight that's on your mind, pimpin'. So much respect to you. Much respect to Bud. I respect both fighters. I think they both warriors. They both dogs. Ain't no fear. Ain't none of that. These dudes ain't born that shit, bro. Neither one of them are born that shit, in my opinion. There's no way. I don't believe, because they know they need each other. Bud talk that shit. I can retire. He give me when he said that. I can just retire. I'm a holler. Bro, he know he needs Spence. He know, man, that's gonna shut up all the critics. Spence know if I stop Bud, that's gonna stop all the critics. You gotta give me my credit. I just beat the pound for pound king, man. Yeah, man. So they need each other and they both know it, bro. So this some grown man shit. I think they both putting their pride to the side. They know they need each other. They know that they don't want to retire with that, wondering what would have happened if they had a fight. So this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles Jack. With that, I'm out.